Today is certainly a dot point in the life of St. Francis College, a memorable day for us all, and I would certainly like to echo the thanks and appreciation of our learners to both of you for choosing St. Francis for this project, for trusting us and for believing in us. Back in 1988, we too realized that there was a problem, despite many people saying there wasn't. We realized that there was a problem in black education. We got together and made a plan, and the very next year, St. Francis College was established. Probably the first school in the country, first independent school for black children not linked to any church. So we were a first, and again today we're a first. Some of you may wonder about the name of our school, St. Francis College. Our learners know, but for our guests, we are not linked to any church, although our school is based on Christian principles, but we respect all religions. St. Francis College is based on the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi, in the first line, Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. During that time, the end of the 80s, the early 90s, there was a lot of violence in the townships when it came to schooling, and we felt that we wanted to create a safe environment in which learning would happen, meaningful learning would happen. And I do believe that this dream has come true. And so that's something we pass on to our children, is that we're not only thinking out of the box, because at the time, even though we had to be registered with DET, which was the department of the time for black people, we refused to teach the DET syllabus, and we taught the TED syllabus to our children. And that's something we've passed on, is not necessarily just thinking out of the box, but if necessary, creating a new box. We are proactive, and that is something that our learners know. Our grade 11s and grade 12s know those 7 habits that we teach everybody about being successful. And they know well that the very first habit is be proactive. And we feel that what we teach at St. Francis College is meaningful, prepares you for life. So we don't have much in Latin, but what we do have are very basic, worthwhile mottos by which to live our lives. And I promise we've had no practice. The first thing learners learn when they come into the high school at St. Francis College is
cooperation is the name of the game.
Cooperation is the name of the game. We certainly don't teach our learners to just go with the flow, not at all. But we do teach our learners that to cooperate is the way to get ahead. To negotiate is the way to get ahead. To use the right channels is the way to find solutions. The next very valuable lesson we teach, and you may have heard them earlier today, is that never in life do we settle for the minimum. We don't settle for the minimum. Despite not having a soccer field on which to practice, our boys went out and got to the finals of the Grey College in Bloemfontein soccer tournament. We are so proud of them. They must be the only school in the history of the Grey College Soccer Festival that got to the finals without having a soccer field on which to practice. They are superb. So we don't let anything get us down. We say we will do it. We will. We are determined to do it. And yes, we will not settle for the minimum. For many years, we had no science lab at all at the old school. You see, we had an old school. And the old school was at the station. We had to share with factories. We had to share with the taxi rank. But we never let that get us down. What we did do was we said, we're not settling for the minimum. We're aiming up there, and we're going to get up there. And today we have these wonderful premises. So we are really determined to make a difference in South Africa. And our last, again, thing that we really teach our children is be prepared, because when that opportunity knocks, be ready. And you know, many things have happened, good things, in our lives at St. Francis College to our learners, because they have been been ready at the right time. We have been fortunate. 2 learners sitting here have got bursaries from Mercedes-Benz. Why? Because in the holidays they had to go for assessment. Many learners from our school and other schools thought, holidays, I'm not going to go. They made the effort, they went in their uniforms in the holidays, and today they sit in front of us with a bursary for their education, their tertiary education, and the offer of employment, because they were ready when that opportunity knocked. So these are the lessons that we teach our children, and that's why I can guarantee you that your project is going to work at the school. We do have the right mindset, we do have discipline, and we do have a work ethic. And so, boys and girls, don't let me down. I do believe that we have these things that are going to make this a huge success.